Hi, I'm your Dr. K.P.Sarma, Professor of English and Softskills. Today I'm going to say the topic criticism. Criticism. This is related to soft skills. A person who is going to criticize others should have to think, do that fellow has qualitative things with him to criticize others or not? Means he has to or she has to question himself and then only criticize others. So here, self-criticization is very, very, very important. That is the reason I say one who accepts criticism. Suppose I am going to accept any criticism from others, I have to accept it with a smile. Okay, sure. I like your criticism. You are a good critic. Like that, if I am going to admire others, that should be the good quality. And here, such person should have what we call positive attitude. The person who is going to criticize others should not think negatively. With a positive sense, they have to criticize. If the criticism goes on with a positive attitude, no problem at all. It is highly invited by all the persons in the world. As a result of criticism, the right people will be able to receive it. They keep quiet, think peacefully. If at all they have to correct themselves, they do it. They don't mind. They never neglect it in the sense. Next, criticism is related to factual things. The facts that are going to be spoken. Okay. If it is not going to be accepted by others, let them criticize. The criticism must not be in an adversarial way. It should not be in the form of making others hurt. It should not be. It should be in a friendly way. It should be not pointing out personally, but they are going to talk to others with some criticism. That should be based on facts, truthful things. And here another thing is, all the persons, those who are going to criticize anyone, it should be in a positive way, but not in the negative way at any cost. Criticism must be constructive. Yes. Constructive way of criticism is always invited. Particularly, some people have the habit of criticize others in a destructive way. This is not said to be a good quality. This is a bad quality. One should get, one should not have such a type of bad quality. Please get rid of it if you have. Of course, generally no one will have, in my point of view. Nextly, these persons who are going to criticize others will have some practical knowledge, without which they don't criticize. Really it is. It's a good quality. There are critics, literary critics. Some people write some books. I don't think that this book is correct, like that the people say. Here I am going to refer one writer, Hilary Bullock, one of the famous writers in the world. He criticized his own writings, own books. He criticized in one of the books. He criticized his own books in one of the books. Such a great person. So That is nothing but he is going to give importance to the readers. The readers are very intelligent. Just like that in my previous lectures I told. The speaker is going to speak on the dais. All the audience are sitting there and listening. The speaker should not think that the audience are just nothing. They don't know anything. Like that the speaker is thinking means the speaker is waste. Speaker has no knowledge, one can say. Speaker should think always all the audience are very intelligent. Just like that a book is written or a statement is given, if it is going to be read by any person, it should be substantial. It should be so great to give some wonderful information. It should be informative. It should be quite useful to the mankind. In such a way it should be. And nextly, when we start thinking about this type of right way of criticizers, they like to criticize, but in the right way. They never do harm to others. They know how to have control on themselves. Some persons who are going to criticize in a thoughtful way. So they will have thoughtful behavioral attitude with which they criticize. Means wonderful critics they are, one can say. And here we will be able to understand another quality with this type of criticizers. They listen carefully, first of all. Completely they listen. Then only they open their mouth, they utter, they speak out. They never listen to half of the content and then criticize. They completely listen because they know how to criticize in a rightful way, in a proper way. That's the reason they go ahead with their activities in a systematic way. What I mean to say. Here, another quality they have is stated to be focus on the situation. Accordingly, they criticize. They try to understand always the situation. What is the situation about? What is the content about? Accordingly, that went on. Then, if they like to criticize, they do it. But in the right way. Their idealism is not to make anyone hurt. And here, that is the reason this type of persons take facts into consideration. Facts are going to be taken into consideration. That is the reason why one can say there are number of criticizing personalities. They are going on criticizing. Okay, very good. It is invited. They are available in almost all the fields. Whatever the field it is, whatever the work it is going to be done. If it has to be criticized, they do it. They never leave it. That's the reason we need to have criticizers. But that criticizers should not, should not leave the control. They should have proper control on themselves. So they must be under their control. Here, these are the persons will be able to criticize others in all the matters. If it is to be criticized, they do it. But they avoid talking unnecessarily. They never talk unnecessarily. If it is a must, they talk. If it is a must, they have to speak and then say. Otherwise, the persons who have done something are not going to be criticized. Suppose if anyone is going to criticize, it's okay. If it is the right way, okay. If it is not done like that, the person who has done that work thinks always, I'm right like that. So, the person who is going to criticize should have to think about it and should not leave it alone. He has to criticize or she has to criticize. And here, A good critic is a boon to the society. He is an advantageous person. A good critic is an advantageous person to the society, so that the society will be able to move perfectly. So let us have the qualities related to a good critic that we need to have, and we should not keep quiet. If it is to be criticized, we should not keep quiet. We have to criticize, but we have to go in the right way, but not in the negative way. Thank you for watching my videos. Please share and subscribe in my YouTube channel. Thank you. Have a great time. Thank you.